Welcome back, everybody, to the den of Team Fortress Awesome. Everybody just blowing the shit out of each other. Oh, wait, that sounds sexy. Ben likes this Harley
Yeah, I was
thing.
just gonna say that.
Look at
That is hot.
Oh.
Kind of not anatomically possible.
Who cares?
Who cares? Oh, he took it away.
Oh, he put it somewhere.
Doing it Daggy style, says Dag Faro. And there's my...
Yeah.
There's a fire button.
That was a good moment.
All right, here we go. The next match. It's another scramble. Team Derp's coming in with Bonefoot's on my team this time. And a heavy. This looks like a quick Derp cap. What do we got over here? 2 medics. 3 medics
Wow.
for Snarf right
What's going
now.
on, guys?
Oh, dude, that's a bad loadout. Or at least ill-timed medics to the front lines.
Yeah.
They might have wanted to hang back for a moment until they had better targets than
Oh,
themselves.
it's Derp's controlling the map.
Just a thought. Phlogistonator Pyro probably initiates that a little too early. All he has is a scout to burn. But here comes the heavy. Sniper behind him, giving him cover fire. Looks like Abacab's gonna get that heavy though. There he goes. Back out here. We got Derp stickies on the point. Looks like I acquired your demo man, whoever he was from last round. And oh, Phlogistonator Pyro again. This time on Snarf's side, taking out our heavy and our demo man.
Wow.
Possibly.
Oh.
That's.
Maybe.
I think that we lost the Phlogistonator Pyro, but I'm surprised that. Oh yeah, there he
he's down.
goes. Surprised he survived that long. He seemed to have taken a lot. Oh, here comes Dusk with his new unusual hat.
That's
Man.
That's a hot hat.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
The orbiting fire.
That's pretty freaking cool.
He heard me. He said he heard me talking about unusuals and how cool they were for so long that he had to just go get one. He got
Really?
a great deal on it though.
Sweet.
He only had to pay 3 buds, and that's I've learned that is TF2 trading talk. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow. Wow.
TF2 trade talk for buds are when TF2 was released on Mac. Valve did like a promotion where everybody who downloaded it for free, I think it was, even at the, no, maybe it was $10 at the time. But anyways, any Mac user who downloaded it got a promotional item, which was Apple iPod earbuds, which any character can wear.
Okay.
Those have since become so sought after, and it was such a limited time promotion that now they're valued at about $30 to buy, like straight out. And I think they have still been going up a little bit as time goes on. And so now it's used as like sort of a standard because they know that you can't buy them and that Valve will never remake them. They know it's like a standard that can be used like to gauge inflation. So they're used as the standard price. Like any item in TF2 is like kind of like how many buds is it worth?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, so he got that for like 3 buds, which is for an unusual amazing. Maybe even less. I think it was like 2 buds.
This was back when TF2 cost money.
Yeah, okay, so it was when it was like $10 or whatever. All right, so how's Derp doing? Derp's got it this time.
Yeah, man.
Hammering.
That's quite the difference between the last game.
Yeah.
Looks like the loadout on your side is probably not helping you, Ben. Your top 2, in your top 5, you got 2 spies and a sniper. That usually doesn't bode well for King of the Hill maps. King of the Hill is based on artillery. Well, I would argue most maps are based on artillery, but I don't think spies are nearly as effective on King of the Hill as they are on payload.
Yeah.
Mainly payload. But there you go.
Yeah, Derp.
And Derp gives a little bit of taunting. Is that the cure here, or Mike?
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna have any huge setups to get rid of or anything like that.
Yeah,
either,
there's like
right?
not much for a spy to do besides stabbing people in the back, and because there's so much chaos, you're probably gonna get blown up
in the mix, right?
Inadvertently.
Yeah.
Somebody made a little VGA spray.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, yeah. That's
Cute.
awesome.
Cute.
Bonefoot was selected at random to receive a gift from Twitches.
Ooh.
Hear that, Bonefoot? He doesn't even like you. It was random. These are being made by, I think these are being made by Entermuin. Aquaman on the server. He puts Will Smith into every one of his drawings. And
Why not?
He's been making them of people in the server, I think.
That's pretty cool.
in the Minecraft server, and he always includes Pokemon and Will Smith.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yes, it is enter. All right, so Derp's off to Snarf
Snarf.
caps it right away.
Snarf cap.
Good job. Good for you, Snarf.
Yarf.
You've got Bonefoot this time,
That one was Hamilton's.
and I've got the Cure, really decent medic, and Dag, a really good heavy. So they'll be a good combo for me. And what's that, Beck? It was
That was-
Megazara in there?
No, it was
Oh.
Hamilton's.
Hamilton's. Here we go. Dag in there with this is Dag's get up, which, so I've been, anybody who plays in the server knows that I've been really adamant that people get a distinctive look so that I can always know who
That's
you
what
are.
he did.
So that's what he did. He's got a
That's
pink
very
beard and a pink helmet
Distinct.
that he
Awesome.
wears. Here's his, even looks good on him dead.
Yeah.
So you can't mistake Dag when he's coming at you. That looks like Cursed over here. Cursed KRSD. Is it? Yep. He always wears the big wizard hat, no matter what class he has, because it's an all-class hat. I particularly like the all-class hats, because then I only have to remember like one hat on people.
They
And
need
that's-
to release more all-class
Yeah,
hats.
man.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've been trying to think of what I can do for
There's very
a
limited.
distinctive.
You don't
all-class
really
hat,
need to have
but-
an all-class hat because, like, you don't need to. It's more important that other people do. And in fact, I would rather you, I guess, not kind of take up an all-class hat
Right,
slot.
because
It
then
takes
someone
away
else
from
can
one
wear
other
it.
person who
Yeah.
can't use one. And I feel a little bit bad about using my stack hats, especially when somebody comes on and they have one. And myself and everybody else are like, you shouldn't be wearing that. That's kind of like Fraser's got dibs on
Well,
it.
yours glows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be like, oh, Fraser's over here. It's not just so that I recognize people on the show, it's also so that we can all recognize each other kind of at a glance. And some people will argue that puts you at a disadvantage when somebody can know where you are or whatever, like automatically. But whatever, it's a friendly server and it's about kind of just, knowing who you're shooting at, and that's fun, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But anyways, yeah, I feel a little bit bad about claiming the stack of hats, which is arguably, no, it's not even arguable. It is the best hat ever. It's 3 hats.
It's three. It's
Anyways,
3 hats.
but I mean, it's mine. It's mine. I've got dibs on it. But yeah, that's what I kind of encourage everybody. So it looks like we've got pretty much a derp lockout here. You guys might come back though.
Maybe.
I encourage everybody to choose a distinctive one, and kind of, there's no real calling dibs method besides just wearing it a lot to the point where everybody kind of just recognizes that, yeah, I think that he kind of has dibs on that hat. Like, I always see him in that hat. Like, nobody can argue that Cursed has the wizard hat. He wears it on every class and always. Like,
Yeah.
I instantly know it's him when I see him. Nobody can argue that Bone owns the native headdress. Like,
that,
Wears that all the
you
it
know.
is Bonefoot.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's not all class, so Bonefoot
Yeah.
has to wear other things. But
Well, there is another headdress for the heavy.
yes, there is. But I think somebody else has that claim
Oh,
for them.
really?
And Bone never plays heavy. Yeah, it looks like we've got. It's going to be a derp lockout, so we've got 2 for derp, 1 for Snarf now.
Boy, oh boy.
We're going to do a best 3 out of 5 for this map. Yeah, I
2
think
for
every
derp,
map will
1
be
for
3 out of
Snarf.
5. So 1 more
2
for
more,
derp,
Snarf.
and we're going to do it. Becky's cheering for derp today. Oh, you're keeping score like that? I see what she's doing.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm switching between the 2.
Let's start following people. Let's watch through the eyes of a Bonefoot and see what he plays like. What's it like to be Bonefoot on this map? Reapus was selected at random to receive a gift from Grandel. Grandel's feeling generous.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Since he just was given a $200 hat.
Dude,
Bonefoot just received something too.
I've never seen someone use a wall to speed up.
Yeah,
Where
he's showing off because
you
he knows
go.
he's on camera, I think. Wall jumping, he's been practicing it lately. It's not really reliable, or I would argue that effective. Like, it's rarely, maybe on some maps where, not on this map, where the hill is so close to the front, you're just
Yeah.
pretty much spending health that you shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
But on some maps, I could see it where you want to get to the front lines on a really long distance one.
So we're following Boiny now?
Oh, apparently we're in Boiny's point of view. I think
Bone-
this is a better
Bone
way to
got
watch
killed.
sometimes. Oh, did he?
Yeah, so
Way
it
to go,
switched
Bone.
someone else. And yeah.
Oh, Bone.
Jeez, you better brush up on those skills. Grandel's giving out more random gifts.
Oh, I hate scouts.
Boyne's running around with his scatter gun. He's gonna get out. He's gonna go try to get some health, but he gets burned by a pyro. Let's see how Bonefoot's doing again. Oh, dead again.
Oh, Bonefoot.
Bonefoot. Glad you're on Snarf today.
For shame.
Here's Grandel, a really good soldier.
He is. He kills me often.
It annoys me, like, and this sounds like I'm just tooting my own horn, but like Bonefoot's better than me. I'll admit it. But he is not so much better than me that I should go unnoticed. Like, after Bonefoot, Grandel, myself, and Daverball are very close seconds to the best soldiers in the server. And if you practice a bit more, you'd be up there too. But Ben doesn't spend enough time in the server.
I try.
Bone, you're slipping today.
Ben, you would probably start to get better than me if you spent as much time as I did.
Yeah. Well,
it depends on
it's hard to spend as much time as you do.
The thing is, actually, I spend a lot of time on it as every class, though, too. So
I'm
my
starting to play
skills
as more
spread out.
classes, too. I
It's
like
a-
playing demo now.
Yeah, Ben's an amazing demo man, apparently. Says Caltrack.
Yes, he is quite good at demo.
Dave's a great pyro.
But anyways, on my little rant, yeah, it's just, it seems like nobody ever recognizes the skill of the other soldiers. Like, they're like, man, Bonefoot's such a great soldier. Blah, blah,
Wish I could be
blah."
like Bonefoot.
Fuck. And I have access to the, all the mods have access to the background stats we have on the server, all the rankings and stuff. And yeah, like, we're close seconds, the other soldiers, to Bonefoot. But Bonefoot's Bonefoot. Fucking Bonefoot.
I'm really curious, like, I know Grendel uses the, whatever it's called, the fast shooting rocket launcher.
Yes, he does. The Liberty Launcher. Yeah, it shoots rockets at 40% the speed, extra speed, but it has only 3 in the clip. How much what? Difference?
What it's like. I just haven't used
I'll tell you
it
this
much.
much. Huge difference when you're a pyro going up against him and you're trying to air blast his rockets back.
Oh,
it's fucking
yeah.
annoying.
I never
man.
thought of that.
Yeah, and on in a soldier on soldier
Soldier
battle, it
battle.
can be really annoying because you're like sometimes just like, oh shit.
You just don't have time.
So here's Bonefoot, rocket jumping around to get that. That's how, Beck, you get the high ground on this map, actually, is rocket jumping up and during your hang time shooting down, I find. And
yeah, I find sometimes just standing on the point and continually rocket jumping back and forth and shooting down is...
Yeah. It's just that when you have this many people on the server, it's hard to do because, yes, you have more targets, but on the other hand, there's so much ammo just flying around that your rocket jump damage is likely to get you killed pretty quick. That was
2
nice.
crits.
That was beautiful. Nothing like double crits in a row.
And hitting their target.
So yeah, this is Grandel's Liberty Launcher here, and if he fires it for us in a second, I think he's going to get some health. No. There. Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's a really good shot.
Not to be confused with the direct hit, which is also has fast speed rockets with 4 in the clip, but has way less splash
You really gotta
damage,
be good.
but increased damage, which can almost kill a scout in 1 hit. And can kill a heavy
crazy.
in like 2.5.
Yeah, that's,
I think
that's
like
big.
it's pretty
If
big
you can,
deal. And I've
so
seen
hard
some
to get
guys.
direct hits, though.
I've seen some guys who only do it.
Really?
Who only do the direct hit. I forget who's been doing it a lot. Here's the original. That comes from Quake, which is was a promotional item back in the day. It's the exact same as the original, the other rocket launcher, but it shoots from the middle. So there's a bit of a psychological effect there, and it looks cool, and it's nostalgic. But the direct hit, I sometimes argue that, oh, Derp's gonna take this.
Yeah, totally.
It looks like we got it. For the first map, Derp's is
got it.
going to Derp.
Derpy
Good job,
derp.
team. So I was just gonna say, I think the direct hit, I argue sometimes that it's as good as the bow. It's kind of the same as the bow in a way, if you think about it. The projectile
so.
travels a little bit slower, just a little bit slower than the bow, than an arrow from the bow. It does a lot of damage, right? Like just like the bow.
I never thought about it that way.
And it's good from a long distance, just like the bow. But it has splash damage, where it gives up in the bow does a bit more damage and does headshots.
Yeah.
Whereas the rocket, the direct hit has a bit of splash damage, which is nice. But anyways,
It's hard to use though.
bow is hard to use. Depends on who you are, but
Freaking
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with, looks like, Egypt control points after this on Video Games Awesome Live, Team Fortress Awesome, Snarf versus Derp.